Okay, in the backyard garden. So there's the wide shot of the big boy. And then our strawberry tower. Looks like they're doing pretty okay. Since they've been in there, maybe about a month. The passion flower it's been trying to grow really fast, and then things keep eating it, so it's been a little bit encumbered, but it's doing okay. My lettuce has pretty much bolted, and I already took some of the other ones out. Those guys are just super happy. It's been so hot and dry. I have been trying to keep my bird bath, but you see these squirrels are eating the petals off of my succulents. Or leaves. It's not petals, per se. Oh, would you even call them that? So this seems to be doing pretty well. Oh, tiny Agastache, and the yarrow in the back, and the coleus, which is actually one my kid got me from the greenhouse at school. The mint looks really sad, and I can't decide if I've watered it too much or it's underwatered. I'm pretty sure underwatered, because everything has been suffering in our extended heat and dry spell too. Yeah, daylilies, toast. The citrus seems to be doing pretty much fine, as one might expect. So I have one ripe lime, and I got some babies that just kind of like plumped up all of a sudden. Lemons, and then more lemons. So I'm very excited by that. It's the first time they seem like they're fruiting at the right time. Okay, and this one, the one grown from seed, looks a little peaky. I need to fertilize everything. Potatoes are done. I just need to dump them out. Kind of want to take these guys out and transplant them. So I've got some anise hyssop and probably tulsi going in there. Black pepper. Purple pepper. Pimentos. That's a great big old boy. French lilacs I got from Master Gardener sale. These gladiolas still haven't done anything. And this, I swear to God, we could just keep the squirrels from digging things up. It would be so awesome. I just emptied out the potatoes here and went ahead and put one of my peppers that's a little sad, and sweet potatoes in there. And even though there's not a whole lot left in the greenhouse, it's mostly a mess, as you can see. I do still have a couple things, a couple columbine, eggplants that I've never separated, one penstemon, a bunch of celery that I don't know where to put, one more heuchera, celery that overwintered in a pot and seems to be doing way better. And then these are all of the seeds I had that didn't come up this year. Lots of beans and things, and I don't know. I wouldn't have thought all my seeds were that dead. They're not that old, but could have just been inattentiveness. Maybe I let them dry out when I shouldn't. But anyway, the asparagus bed with all pine berries and a couple of, I believe they're cauliflower. They might be broccoli. Yeah, I think they might be broccoli. Seems to be doing okay, even though it doesn't have irrigation. But you can just kind of see how sad a lot of it looks. I've been trying to keep my bird bath full to not only help the little critters, but to keep them off of the fruit. There's little tiny strawberries. I did come out and put bags around a couple of them, because there's nothing worse than be like, oh, I'm gonna pick that tomorrow morning, and then have it be gone, or even worse than that, one bite out of it, and then Serviceberry had a little bit of dieback on the end there. The blackberries seem to be doing okay, even they have been a little bit sad. A little bit of suffering happening there. Echinacea, same thing, some of those are dying back. I mean, I have been watering, but something like that I probably have not really watered, and so, you know, that's what happens. Blueberry seems good. These guys, should they're ever going to get to end-stage cauliflower, I don't know. The bee balm is like 4 feet tall, and I did prop it up. I feel like I'm probably going to cut it down soon. Oh, this ginormous kale is finally going to bolt, looks like. I have to come take some leaves off. I've been trying to eat the greens lately, now that they're really going. It's like when I really wanted them, they were kind of puny, and I'm like, nah, let them grow a little bit. And then now that it's hot, and they're about to bolt, and I really need to get them before they get real bitter. And I have not had the time. Too much life. So that's about to bloom, which is pretty cool. I have a bald spot all of a sudden in my thyme. I did just cut it way back, but it had some dieback. And some kale. That's actually one kale plant. I just took one stem off the middle, and now it basically made greens for the whole dinner. I think we're gonna have to have greens with every meal to actually utilize. The mustard, I'm trying to let it go, so because I can keep seeds obviously, but it is crowding up my paprika a little bit. I guess it's not bothered, it's still making fruit. That's one that got overwintered. This is one as well. I think I had them in pots for way too long, partly because I wasn't sure where to put them. A lot of the big summer crops I'm just not gonna have this year. Like the okra, most of my okra didn't come up. Artichoke. All of my melon, I got no melons. I got no cucumbers. I think that's a squash right there. Maybe butternut? Can't remember exactly which one. My beans, I just had a terrible time with all of it this year, and like the ones that lived and I put in the ground got eaten by various things. So I might have one okra plant that's gonna make it. These guys, I would very much like for them to Brussels sprout. They're very compact, so I am not entirely sure what that means. Just maybe it was when I planted them. This little corner is also kind of beyond where the hose really goes. But rhubarbs, like this ginormous, beautiful rhubarb has done some serious dying back, but it's okay. Looks like it's trying to make a little sprout too. Hardy kiwi on the fence there seems to be doing okay. The one at the bottom that's bigger and older and more established seems to be having some dieback. This black jewel raspberry seems to be going through some things. It was doing really good too. I'm trying to keep everything watered, but it's like mid to high 80s every day, and there's been no rain. And you know, if you water and you think you're watering enough, and you're just not. Oh, see, and this is how I'm gonna get squash this year. Through volunteerism. That was a volunteer. Threw out of the pathway. So who knows what she is? She is a pumpkin squash hybrid. Who knows? Swampkin, my favorite. Peppers are finally catching up and doing good, so we like that. Yeah, just like I would have normally deadheaded this all along the way, but I haven't. So come back and give it a big haircut, maybe. Poblano pepper finally taking off. The 2 little shishitos that I grew from seed are finally coming in. These guys, letting their seeds finish up. And I want to take them down. Oh, like that one. I don't know if you can pick that up. Sounds like a little maraca, so that would be ready. So I've been doing that periodically to see if I can cut them down and take the seeds. But yeah, on this side, I need to cut this out of the pathway. Like, they've just been too much of a problem. I did finally harvest a couple of cabbages. Those are on my counter right now. Oh, look at that. Look at you. Oh, see? I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain about that. I've had more pepper success than bean or squash success this year, for sure, or melon. I did pull most of my carrots. Still got a couple hanging in there. But some of them were like, yeah, they look pretty good. Mostly Black Nebula and Purple Cosmos, and I had a couple of red Kyotos that made it. So we've had a couple things with like I made slaw last night, which is really just cabbage and onion and carrot with olive oil and salt and pepper. I don't make slaw with like mayonnaise. I did just get my first black crumb tomato over there, and my first black plum on the other side. It looks like we're getting close to getting our first black cherry, so all of my black tomatoes are coming up, getting ready. Yeah, tomatoes are like, those stakes are 6 feet in the ground. Gosh, sorry, all the road noise. 7 o'clock on 4th of July was not early enough. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, she finally bloomed. So that sunflower has been threatening to bloom for a while now, and I mean, it's at least 10 feet tall. I don't actually know how tall it is. But yeah, so here come the fireworks already. Tomatoes are getting ready. This borage also, like, a lot of things that just looked incredible like a week ago, and now this looks super scraggly and dead. But the good news is that it's probably made a lot of seeds, so I can go throw those elsewhere. Another one that's been keeping this tomato sort of upright. We had one that flopped over, and like once I tried to pull it back and support it, and it kept flopping over again. So I was like, well, I'll just let it be. Maybe I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll do something with it. It looks pretty healthy, all things considered. These guys look good. So I got some tomatoes ready back there. And then, apple tree, fig tree. I do have some figs farming there. You can see there's a handful of them on the tree, not a ton. And this is the hardy kiwi that I've actually cut on this several times, and maybe I just need to leave it alone. I don't know if I'm helping it, but you can see the leaves started dying back real hard. The growing ends started dying back real hard, so I cut them off, trying to give it a little bit of a break. But I mean, it's still, the bottom of it looks good. I guess maybe it just got a little too ahead of itself. Probably a lot of things did. Blackberries, which these blackberries are pretty ginormous, and this is not my preferred way to have to actually get fruit, which you can see, great big old berries. But my squirrel friends who like to come visit like to take a bite and then leave the rest. So, you know, that's just irritating. Like, I share some with the critters, but you know, they're very inconsiderate. If I don't do that, I get none. Elderberry, got a lot of growth. It's starting to have like the young leaves that it put out kind of died off. Mushroom log that I bought, and it's like I treated it how I was instructed to, and I've gotten no things from it. If they can just sell people logs. Like, yeah, there's mushrooms in there. Just keep it watered. It's a lie. Okay. Although, no, I'm sure I was inattentive and didn't wet it down for some period of time and it dried out, and maybe the spores died. Or maybe, you know, I'm patient enough, they'll come back. I don't know how that works. Blueberries. So this one is the only one that had major fruit. See that the raspberries are about to go too. I've gotten, you know, a handful so far, and by that I mean like literally probably 3, not even a handful. Pink lemonade. Some of these are about to finish up, so I'm just gonna come pick some berries. And the raspberries are coming soon, which is so exciting. And I should have more raspberries that I know what to do with, hopefully in the next couple weeks. And then, the pawpaw tree over there looks great. It's not suffering at all. Peach tree I finally staked up, and I have been watering it some. It still has some fruit on it. Maybe just those 2. And then the little apple tree seems to be doing well too. A little bit of maybe rust. And I definitely, it has a ton of upright growth. I definitely need, something's eating some new growth there. That's awesome. I definitely need to try and weight those down though, so they don't quit growing upright so much. All right, I think that's everybody.